Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, guys. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. I'm just editing something here really quick. How is everybody doing? Hey, Kiki. What's going on, friend? Evie. Hey, happy Sunday. What's up, Kim? So I had a change of plans. I was going to do some embroidery, but I have a rush order for all 12 of these Zodiac signs. So I'm going to go ahead and get those knocked out so I can get back to digitizing. Kiki said she laying down. You know what? I need to be. We just went and had I guess you could say brunch dinner-ish because we had breakfast. But y'all, it was so good. And now I got the itis. So I'm actually glad I'm going to be sitting down and working on these transfers because, yeah, I'm full. Like, seriously, still full right now. Carol, hey. Get ready for work in a few minutes. Carol, I'm gonna definitely be earlier on live on Wednesday. So you'll be able to catch that full live, Carol. I already know you are, friend. I hope you're working on my turmeric scrub. Hint, hint. not scrub, but soap. I seen they was selling some on TikTok shop, but I was like, nope. I don't know. After watching your video and after you explaining the process, I was like, I don't know if they made this soap right, or everything that you were saying that they need to do and how it needs to cure for a certain amount of time. So I was like, yeah, I'll just have Kim make mine because I ain't just buying no random soap from someone off of TikTok. Me too. My son cooked breakfast for dinner. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all, I had an omelet, sausage, hash brown, waffles, and fruit. Yes, my little self ate all of that. Well, I didn't eat 3 of the waffles. It was like one waffle cut into pieces. I didn't eat 3 of them, but everything else, I cleaned my plate almost. So Evie, you know how I feel. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Picture me crafting. Hey, how are you? Oh, you're doing the labels for your soaps. Okay. Hey, Nina, happy Sunday. Oh my gosh, Kiki, I hope you're okay. You'll get you a good heat pad and lay down and rest. Oh, it was. That's why I'm sitting here now. Like I was sitting digitizing for a minute and I was just staring at the screen like I could do this in bed. But got things to do. So I can't lay down just yet. Angela, hey. Tomorrow morning getting removed then. Oh my gosh, Carol. And impressions as top teeth dentures and my impressions for partials on the bottom. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Carol. Well, good luck, and I hope you feel better because I know how it is going to get dental work. I hate the dentist. My dentist is good, but I just don't like the dentist. Yeah, Evie. Yeah, I hope you're okay, Kiki. Ooh, a badly cracked molar. Wow. I actually had a crown last year that I had to have replaced because somehow there was an infection underneath. And when I tell y'all, now I do have a high tolerance for pain, but that one, it almost took me out. Like, yeah, I couldn't go to work for like a couple days. It was bad. But I went to my dentist after he had to give me some antibiotics because it was basically swollen. So he had to give me antibiotics. And once I finished that, then he was able to bring me in and do the surgery. But woo, yeah, I think that's why I hate the dentist from the last time I had to go for that. I'm good cleaning my craft room and it's not going well. Not going well, like you finding stuff that you've been looking for, or you're making room for more stuff. Because I know how that go. Hey, LaShawn, welcome in. How are you doing today? I am loving it. I'm loving it. I've been playing around with it, getting used, especially the screen. Let me turn that on. So, especially the screen, I did organize my colors. So, in here, you can set up your color numbers to match where they're at on the stand. So I did that yesterday. And then I also added in my mighty hoops yesterday. So you can add in your custom hoops, but then you have your preset hoops, which are the hoops that come with the machine, of course. But I added in my 8x13. I have the 9x3 mighty hoop, and my 5x5 mighty hoop should be here tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, I added in all of those and then did some stitching. So I did a couple hats. One of them was crooked. I know why. What I did. One of them turned out good, and then I started stitching out some shirts, or not some shirts, but some designs on some like felt on some scrap fabric just to test out. And then I have like 5 new designs that I digitized that I plan on working on this week. So I'm loving it. But when I tell you, one thing I do miss is that automatic needle threader, because you actually have to put the thread through. Yeah. The way my eyes are set up, I can't just thread it through. So I'm pulling out my readers. I'm turning on the light because it has like a brighter light you can turn on too. So I'm turning on the light, trying to thread it through. But I'm loving it, Angela. Ooh, I have a bacterial infection on my teeth. Oh my gosh, Carol. I hope you feel better soon, because I know how that is. I think that's what I had an infection, but he didn't really say what kind. I didn't ask. I just wanted it fixed. Making room for more stuff. I knew it. Anytime any crafter says that they're cleaning out their craft room, either you're looking for something that you can't find, so you're going to clean up, or you're making room for something else. Good luck with that, Miss Marlinda. I'm stuck in the middle of cleaning that I started in December. Heck nah. Not December though. Hey Marissa, happy Sunday. Oh, you're on the antibiotic, yeah. They always will put you on that, especially if it's some type of infection. so the swelling and everything could go down. I have the Melco 16 needle and I use a magnifying. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Amazon me a magnifying glass. Let me highlight your comment because I will be coming back to that. Because yeah, when I tell you I'm all up on the machine looking at the needle like this, trying to put it through. Woo, yeah, that's the struggle. Everything else, I'm good. I had a couple thread breaks, got through them, no problem. What else happened? The thread break. Oh, I actually put in my hoop the wrong way where it didn't click. And now I know. I was like, why isn't it not going in? Y'all, I had to turn the hoop around like beginner multi-needle stuff, you know. All right, Carol. Well, have a good evening at work. I hope you feel better soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. Not you too, Kim. Okay. Yeah. I'm just sitting here like, and then the waffles that I didn't finish, of course, I got a to-go box because I'm like, well, I could just go ahead and make me my own eggs at home and then some sausage, and I have my waffles. So I got breakfast all over again. But yeah, so that's all we did today. Ran a couple errands with the hubby, and that was about it. Nothing. And then we got a late start too today because I was up till like 2:00 last night, so I didn't get up early this morning either. Oh, okay. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? See, I didn't think about that. Shoot, because and actually my prescription for my glasses, I actually have to go get my eyes checked again because I don't know if they got worse or if they got better. But my lenses start to kind of make my head hurt a little bit. So I know that I need to get my prescription changed. But I want to keep my frames. I love my frames. So I definitely need to make an appointment to do that ASAP. I just haven't done it. But I'm definitely gonna check out the magnifying glass, y'all. See, that's what I'm glad I got y'all for, because I wouldn't have thought about that. And we'll definitely, I think it was Karen and Angela that in the Facebook group that talked about a stitch along. So we'll have to get that planned inside the group because I have to see with Facebook if it'll allow you to bring multiple people onto the live or if we'll just have to end up doing a Zoom. So I'll let you guys know. And I'll post about it in the group. Thank you, Kim. Yes, you guys, please hit the like, share, follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so I have some that didn't fall in, so I'm going to just go ahead and put them in with my tweezers. Kiki said, I need more glasses too. Yeah. Well, I know I do. I knew I do. If not, TikTok does. Okay. Yep. I thought it was you, Karen. You and Angela. Yep. We will make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So I'm going to just go ahead and drop these in here and then keep going on to the next. Yeah, I have been digitizing a lot too. I have a lot of new designs I can't wait to stitch out. I was going to do some today, but you know, this rush order came in and so I needed to get this done. But I think on Wednesday, when I go live on Wednesday, I'll most likely show you guys those designs and start stitching those out on Wednesday. And most of them are shirt designs. I haven't digitized any patches in a minute. I need to work on some patches too. I hope everybody is having a good Sunday. Any plans for the week or the month? I normally try to plan out for the month, like initial plans, and then from there I normally do my weekly plan as far as the content, other stuff I need to work on, things like that. But it changes a lot too. It just depends. It's like I plan things out, but at the same time I go with the flow. This is so relaxing, Stone. It's my stress reliever. Hey, Boyd Apparel, how are you doing? Welcome in, those just coming in. So I'm just working on, I got 12 Zodiac, all the Zodiac signs I'm going to make transfers for. So I had to switch it up today instead of embroidery and working with rhinestones. And all of them are going to be crystal AB, which is easy peasy. I don't have to switch between a bunch of different colors. And so some of the stones didn't fall in, so I'm just placing those in. And I do have all these templates on my Creative Fabrica. If you guys are looking for Zodiac templates, I did put all of them on there. There's an extra one. Okay, I think I got them all. No overlapping. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no, that's not overlapping. Okay, good to go. But yeah, I am just like, I'm still full. I'm stuffed. I got the itis, y'all, real bad. But we are going to work through it today. And I was going to do someone asked me to show them how to make a decal using the Bling Anything material. Y'all, I have no idea what I did with my Bling Anything material. So I'm going to just have to buy some more. And watch, as soon as I buy some more, I'm going to find it. How do you ship those out? So I put them on a piece of cardstock. So I put them in between cardstock and I staple it to the cardstock. And then I just secure it with usually with some bubble wrap, so it doesn't shift or move anything like that. And I use the like cardboard mailers instead of the bubble mailers. And then I also slap a bunch of do not bend, do not fold stickers and all that on it. So I haven't had any issues with that yet, but yeah, that way it stays sturdy to put it between the cardboard. I staple it to one, and then I put another one on top, and then I'll wrap it, and then I'll put it into the cardboard mailer. And these, since there's 12 of them, I'm just going to do like a little, it's going to be like a box that's like that thick, but big enough to fit these. So they definitely won't shift. Oh, the bundles of Zodiacs, Kim, they're on Creative Fabrica. Actually, 9 of them. There's 3 of them that for some reason I didn't save, or I can't find them in my Silhouette Studio, so I'm gonna have to remake them. But 9 of the Zodiacs are on Creative Fabrica. But people love these. The Zodiac templates, those have always been like my #1 seller. Kiki said cool. Kiki, how you doing with the rhinestone templates? Are you feeling more comfortable now? And y'all, I thought I had my water. I need to go grab my water. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Everybody that's in the group, I did make a post about dropping your business links, your social media links. Those who that I weren't following, I made sure to follow you guys and checked out your shops and things like that and made sure to save them. And we have some very creative people up in there. All right, and then go ahead and lay this back down. One down, 11 to go. And I'll trim them down afterwards, but just set them in the chair right here. So these shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And then I can get back to my embroidery. And of course, I got flock dots all over the place. I just cleaned up in here 2 days ago and I got flock everywhere. All right, so we got let's see, Aquarius, Aries. Oh yeah, I know, Kim. I like doing the Tumblr templates. It's just like, it's relaxing to me doing the Tumblr templates. Like I can do that from anywhere. Let me make sure this is in the camera. And this one has a dot that didn't come out. There we go. Honestly, I haven't been able to design. Get it ready for grad season, so I'll be posting a few. Oh, okay. Yeah, grad season. What else we have coming up? We have Memorial Day. We have Juneteenth, the 4th of July. Am I missing anything? No, I think that's it. Yeah, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, 4th of July, and then Labor Day, right? I think that's it. Oh, I forgot what's here. Oh, Mother's Day, Father's Day. I knew I was forgetting some, y'all. Oh, prom. Yep. See, I didn't. Yeah, completely forgot about that. Father's Day, Mother's Day. Yeah, those mama shirts should be a really good seller for Mother's Day, and then the dad shirts, um, hats as well. Those will probably be good sellers. And then I got to start making designs for Juneteenth. And I already have some Mother's Day designs. Let's see. Father's Day. I don't have any Father's Day designs, so I need to work on that. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that's it that I can think of that I needed to do for holiday specific type of designs. Normally, my designs are pretty much, I would say you could wear them year round. So I normally create designs that, aren't just holiday specific, but I'm going to do some this year. Yes, yes. My husband's favorite holiday. That is true. Someone did ask me about a Tumblr template for 420. I was like, that's a good idea. I can make that happen. Now, the question is if Creative Fabrica will allow it to post. So we will see. I'll definitely let y'all know if that design gets accepted or rejected. And actually, I have a design, the template that I created last week, and they still haven't approved that design. I'm just taking a look now to see maybe if out of nowhere they posted it. Nope, they still haven't approved the design that I had uploaded last week. Yes, still pending, awaiting review. It seems like when I only do like one design at a time, it takes a while. But if I do multiple, like if I do 5 to 10 designs, they get approved like the next day. So maybe it's just because I only submitted that one design. Oh, do you, Kim? I didn't know that. The rhinestone tumbler wrap, or just like a regular like sublimation wrap? And then I know somebody asked me about if I could do a video. They reached out and asked me if I could do a video on how to market your business as well. And I'm definitely going to work on that one because, yeah, especially when you're just starting out, you want to be able to get your brand name, what it is, what services that you're providing out there. So that's something I'm going to do a video on because I market a few different ways, actually. Okay, got a few that I need to fill in. This one isn't as many as the last one. Oh, the printable vinyl. Okay, Kim. Gotcha. But you guys, I mean, have you like, I'm not sure if any of you use Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app. That's a good way to market, especially if you're looking to market like locally to other business owners or just market locally. Nextdoor is a good way to do that. I have both a personal and a business account on there, and it's free. And so it's basically for people like in your area, or maybe they're in your neighborhood, and you could just post, information on there. I see people post information. They post about garage sales or any type of services they might be offering. So the Nextdoor app is really good. I've had people reach out to me, message me directly on there for custom orders. Another place, Facebook Marketplace, just advertise your services on there. And then just mark it as local. And then that way you can get those local orders. Of course, you can promote through Google to drive more traffic to your business, to your socials, things like that. Or like sometimes what was I going to say? The newspaper is online, but like newspapers, you can still, post on there. And then, of course, social media, which is probably going to be the biggest way to promote or market your business as well. That's why I always tell people, just post your work. You never know who might be looking for what you make or what you're selling. So just post. If people get tired of you posting, then they can scroll. Carol, hey, how are you? Oh, you never heard of them? Yeah, it's just called Nextdoor. And it's for like communities in your local area, things like that you can join. And then you can set up a separate business page on there if you want to. It's almost like a Facebook kind of ish, but not really at the same time. But the feed, your feed is kind of like that. And then you can make posts, you can post pictures, videos, stuff like that. And so it looks similar to, let's see, let me find mine. Where is my Nextdoor? And this is what it looks like. Let me hold it up to the camera. So this is how it looks. It almost looks like a Facebook, but it's for your local community. And so you can you can comment, you can share, you can private message, things like that. And people put all kind of stuff on here. People put stuff on here about accidents, about the highway being backed up, work that they do. Some people just come on here just to post stuff, just to chat. So that's how it looks. It's just like a Facebook, but for your local community. And then you can set up your business page as well, in addition to your personal page. Zelda, what's going on? How are you doing? I know you're getting ready for that multi-needle. And Zelda, we were talking about earlier, we're going to figure out how we're going to do the stitch along in the Facebook group, or if it's just going to have to be on Zoom, because I don't know how many people I can bring onto a live. I know they have a limit on Facebook, but I don't know how many people. So that's something that I'll have to plan out, and I'll let you guys know in the group. Yeah, definitely check it out. I've had some locals reach out to me about custom embroidery, and it works. It has definitely helped me get my business out locally, because I do want to incorporate being able to do work for other businesses, as far as, whether they need polos, they need hats, or something with their brand or logo on it to be able to offer the digitizing and embroidery services to the local businesses. So that's an area that I haven't really tapped into that I want to tap into this year. Oh, Kim, put the wrap in the Facebook group. Let me see. One sec, y'all. And you guys make sure you hit the like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, doing good. I was just telling everybody I got the itis. I just had a really big breakfast for dinner. And yeah, that's why I'm sitting here working on these templates. I was going to do some embroidery, but I need to get these templates out the door tomorrow. Yeah, that would be really fun. And Kim, I got the embroidery machine. When I tell you that machine has so much bubble wrap on it, it could probably bounce. There's no way USPS is going to be able to do any damage to that machine. Seriously, if I was to probably just take it out the box, it will bounce. It's that much bubble wrap. So you'll have your machine this week. So you'll be able to join the stitch along. Hey, Miss C, welcome in. Okay. Like, yeah, Charlie was like, don't you think you got enough bubble wrap? Nope, I need more. Because I know how USPS is with their packages. I mean, I got fragile stickers all over the box and everything, but that machine ain't shifting, it ain't moving, it ain't nothing. And then Evie and Vanessa, your sock inserts have shipped out. I'll make sure to respond back to your emails with the tracking numbers. So you'll have those this week as well. So have you guys already started working on designs for the holidays, or are you kind of just, as they approach, you start making the designs around that time? I don't know. For me, it really depends. It really depends on what I have going on. I'm making designs pretty much every day, whether it's rhinestones or if I'm in Hatch working on some designs. But when it comes to like the holidays, I think that's where I procrastinate a little bit. I almost wait till the last minute, and you want to get that stuff out ahead of time so people can get it. If it's like a template or a design that they're purchasing from you, so then that they can, the person buying it can make whatever they're needing to. But if it's a design that I'm just selling, then I'm like, yeah, I do wait till the last minute when it comes to holidays. And I know I gotta do better on that. But most of my designs aren't holiday specific, so except for, I would say, Christmas. Christmas, I do a lot of Christmas designs. Yes, they brag how they throw and kick people's stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was like, yeah, especially something like that, a machine, an embroidery machine. Yeah, that thing is packaged up. If they were to kick that box, it ain't gonna do nothing but bounce. When I tell y'all, I use almost pretty much a whole roll of bubble wrap, and then I got the little bubble pillows or whatever you call them. I have those in there. Like everything is wrapped to the nine. They can try, but I guarantee you they will not succeed. Which way does this go? This way. All right, that is number 2. And let's see, I should move this chair right here and just throw that right on top of there. But I'm getting tired of holiday specific ideas. I'm probably only stick with fall and Christmas. Yeah. I think that's like what was it, St. Patrick's Day? I did a couple templates posted on Creative Fabrica, but normally the designs I create is pretty much you can wear anytime. But yeah, Christmas, I'll do some Christmas designs just because they are popular. They do sell really well, but overall, like I just never really did the holiday specific items just because, you know, you never know how many sales you're going to get from that, and then how much supplies you need to purchase for that. So that's something too when it comes to holiday specific items. It could be hit or miss. But there's definitely the market for it. Hey, Adrian. Good evening. New to multi-needle embroidery. How do I join the embroidery group? Oh, so I have a Facebook group that you can join. Let me put the link in the chat. Let me find it. Actually, I'm gonna just drop my link tree and that will be on there. So I just dropped that link. That takes you to my link tree, but then you could click on the Facebook link group and that'll take you to the Facebook group. And so did you just recently get a multi-needle machine? So we're in the same boat. We both learning, but y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I've been figuring stuff out on this machine. But plus I have like the guides, like there's a guide for the panel to show you how to do everything in there. But it's really simple. It is like using a tablet, but it's super simple to operate the panel. As far as the machine, I haven't had any issues with the machine. My axis was off, but tech support, they had me do some stuff and probably within like 30 minutes it was fixed and I was done. He had me do a test stitch, make sure I was good, and sent me on my way. Other than that, and I do have, I'm going to sign up for their digitizing class because I do want to learn their Chroma software. And, you know, I only have the Inspire, so I don't have their digitizer level with the software. But I do want to test it out and see, you know, how it is and let you guys know. But I'll still be using Hatch. I love me some Hatch, but I definitely want to check out their software because I do like that you can create a design in their software and you could transfer it right to your machine and it'll show up for your design. So that I do like. But I want to take their sign up for their digitizing course with their software, test that out. And really that's the only thing left. They do have some like post training videos once you completed your initial training. And you do want to make sure you take that training. Otherwise, it could potentially void your warranty. So they want to make sure that you know how to operate the machine correctly, which is a good thing, because again, a lot of companies out here, they don't offer one-on-one training for your machine, especially if you're coming from a single needle, or even if you never embroidered before you get a multi-needle, you need that training. Because I know I did, because I was super intimidated when I got this machine. I was looking at it like, what did I get myself into? But I'm glad I have it, because it's not as intimidating as I initially assumed that it would be. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, you have 2 single needles. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so we'll be doing stitch along, or if you don't have, a embroidery machine, sewing machine, you could just craft along. You could just be able to join and chat. But we will definitely make it happen. And most likely, I'm thinking it will be maybe on a Saturday versus a Sunday. But I'll do a poll in the group, and you guys can let me know what day you prefer, because I'm pretty much available for both. And you guys, I am using my Axiland SS10. These are my Hot Fix Crystal AB stones. So make sure you check them out, and you will get 15% off. And I'll have everything, will be linked below in the comments, as I always have everything. And I do have a video that I finished. I just have to edit. I forgot who asked about the recording equipment that I use, or the equipment that I use for my lives, things like that. So I have a video that I already filmed. I just need to finish editing it down, and then I'll get that posted. Because I have one ring light, I have a studio light, I have my overhead tripod, and then my camera tripod. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I use for my recording. Some videos I do actually use my iPhone. So if you don't have camera equipment, don't feel like you need to go out and just buy the most expensive camera on the market. The camera I got is not the most expensive camera on the market, but it does what it needs to do. And that's all I needed. And it works for me. So if you're new to creating content, or you're looking to get into it, just work with what you have. Don't feel like you need to go break the bank to, produce these over the top videos, because you really don't. And I've acquired stuff as time went on. So it'll be I used to film with my iPhone 11. And then I started filming with my iPhone 12. And then I got my Sony camera. My daughter actually gave me her Canon camera, but the only thing with that camera, it only records for 10 minutes and then it'll stop. So I would basically have to time myself and then stop it before 10 minutes and then start recording again. So that was the only reason that I stopped using that camera. Occasionally I'll still use it, but I love my Sony camera. But just use what you have and get things as time goes on. I accumulated all these little gadgets and gadgets over the years, because looking back at my first few YouTube videos, I was like, ooh, that was kind of bad sound, bad lighting. But hey, you learn along the way. Yeah, I'm only on number 3. I still got 9 to go, but this shouldn't take too long. Once I get these knocked out, then I can get these wrapped up and packaged to ship out tomorrow. And then I can get back to my embroidery. So I was going to do embroidery today, but I wanted to get this order out by tomorrow morning. And it just came in yesterday. And Adrian, what machines do you have, your single needles? I still have my Brother PE 900. I still use it. And my Viking, I still use that one as well. I just had to move my Viking in the other room because I ain't have no more room in here. And my sewing and my serger machine, I had to move into the other room. One sec. Let's see here. And for anybody that's new here, make sure you check out the channel memberships. So I have 2 levels of memberships as well. So check them out. There's different perks for each level of the membership. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that food. That food was so good. Y'all know I got the itis when I'm still thinking about the food that I already ate. Oh, okay, you have P800 and the Baby Lock Flourish too. Oh, okay. How do you like the Baby Lock? That's one brand I've never used before, is Baby Lock. I did see before I got this machine, I was looking, I seen someone had one for sale. I think it was a Baby Lock, but it was like a 6 needle. And they had it for sale. They were asking $5,000 for it. I was like, I might as well get a whole like embroidery, like a 10 needle, 15 needle for that price. Like, oh, you have the EM1010, or are you getting the EM1010? That's a nice one too. I had actually looked at that when I was at Impressions. That was one of them that I had looked at, the EM1010. And I think they kind of redesigned them. They changed the look of it. I mean, it's still the EM1010. They just kind of changed the look of it a little bit. Vanessa, hey, how are you? Right, Missy? Boy, when that itis kick in, woo. Oh, you love it? Okay. The Baby Lock. Nice. Yeah, I love my Viking. I love that machine. That machine can do some things, especially with for it being a flatbed, but just the hoop size on there. That my Viking can go up to 13 by 14 hoop, which I really love. That's why I initially bought it, because I wanted a bigger sewing field outside of the 5x7 or the 5x12 with the repositional hoop for my brother. And so when I saw it, I was able to get a deal on it. I snatched it up. but I do more tutorials using the Brother because people have more similar machines to the Brother versus the Viking, because yeah, those machines are a little bit pricey. Right, Kiki, exactly. Exactly. Oh, you have it already. You're doing your training this week? Okay. Well, yeah, you definitely have to join the stitch along as well. Congratulations on your new machine. Yeah, that one's a nice one. And did you already do like all your pre-training videos and got your machine set up and all that good stuff? When I tell you I was so intimidated by that, and now I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, okay, I got this. Like, I was low-key nervous. But you'll enjoy it. The trainer I had, his name was, I think, Dimitri, and he broke it down. He broke it down for me. When I asked questions, he would stop, he would go back. So it was a really good training. And he was a really good trainer. I have a single needle Brother Essence VE 2300, largest hoop size is 8x12. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look that machine up. What's the difference between Baby Lock and Brother? Kim, I want to honestly say just brand, like Singer, Viking, just a brand. But I did hear Baby Lock is, I would say, I would think more comparable to Brother machines just for their longevity and ease of use. But correct me if I'm wrong, Adrian. Hey, Vanessa too. So we got another one for the stitch along. So you got your training this week, Vanessa. Nice. Congratulations, ladies. That is amazing. Well, guess what, y'all? We'll be learning together. We will be learning together. I think the biggest thing is just learning the panel. Once you learn how to control the panel, then you should be good. At least that's how I felt with mine. Now that I got comfortable with the panel, I know what to do and, you know, things like that. I feel much more comfortable. But congratulations. Good, good. And Vanessa, you'll receive your sock insert hoop. That'll be coming in the mail to you this week. I'll email you the tracking number. That makes me feel better because I am nervous. Yeah, trust me. Even while the machine was on its way being delivered, I was like, multi-needle machine. I only have single needle machines. And then I think the biggest thing that I was intimidated by was multiple needles. That was, you know, what was making me feel nervous. And I started thinking of the worst. What if a needle breaks? How am I going to rethread it? What if, you know, there's a thread break or something like that? So that's what had me nervous because, you know, with my Brother, I can thread that with my eyes closed with no problem. Like, but yeah, this is a whole nother beast. I think once I actually got my cones on there and, you know, pulled my threads through and then followed the pre-training videos to get everything set up correctly. Once I did my training, I came out of that training. I was like, oh, I got this. And then they have support 7 days a week. So if you do have a question or something happens with your machine, you can reach out to them 7 days a week, which is nice. And their Facebook group as well. You can ask questions in there also. So that is some things that I love about Ricoma since joining the Ricoma family. But you got it. Trust me, I was nervous because I kept thinking of the worst. So you got it. Hey, precious pieces. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. Happy Sunday. So we're just chatting while I make these templates. Get this order knocked out for all 12 of the Zodiacs. But you got it, because did I miss a stone? Oh no, there was one overlapping. Well, at least it didn't pick it up. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, when I tell you I've been monogramming my socks, putting all kind of stuff on there. I was like, I love that little sock insert. Like the lady that makes them, Mary 3D Sassy on Etsy. Yeah, she did her thing with that. Because it just makes a way for, anyone that has a single needle machine to be able to do other things without, socks. I had never thought about doing socks until I saw that sock insert, honestly. I had never thought about doing socks. And once I got that, now I monogram and put initials or whatever on half of my socks now. But that magnifying glass, I'm definitely ordering one. Like when I get off this live, I'm gonna be ordering one, because that's the only thing about the multi-needle machine, no automatic needle threader. If and that's only if you happen to have a thread break. But other than that, you should be good to go. I did make sure to do like the tension test to test my tension for all my threads. Everything turned out good, no issues there. So once I did that, I was off. Like it was on and cracking from there. Once I saw my tension was good. And then even in the training, they're going to go over your tension knobs and all of that. So you'll leave that training feeling comfortable. If you're nervous now, you'll definitely be comfortable once you finish. I want to say mine was about 3 hours, because first he just kind of broke down the steps. We went through the steps by one. They have like the 10 steps of embroidery. So we went through those one by one, and we did a flat design first. And then after we finished that, and then we did a hat design. And as we were going, I was asking questions, or he was asking me if I had any questions, or if I did, he would answer them right there or go back if it was something that we had spoke about previously or whatever. So I want to say it took about 3 hours. But the time, I wasn't even looking at the time. I had my laptop set up right here next to the machine. And as whatever he was doing, I was doing on the panel or on the machine, period. And It was very, very helpful. Extremely helpful. And once I left or got finished with the training, I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. I was nervous for nothing. Or maybe I was just anxious. I think it was a little bit of both. And then with your machine, I'm not sure, but I had to have a hoop with 2 pieces of cutaway stabilizer. I had to have that hooped up for the one design we did, and then I had to have a hat hooped up. And actually, I had my hat hooped up, but I had it too far up on the bar where you slide the stabilizer underneath. And so he had me re-hoop it. He showed me how to correctly hoop it, which thank goodness for that, because the way I hooped it, if the design would have been down low enough, it would have hit that metal piece on the hat hoop and probably broke a needle. So he saved me there and showed me how to correctly hoop it. So they're going to cover all of that with you. And if you're just joining, make sure you hit that like button for me, guys. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't yet. And then I have my link in the chat as well if you're not in the Facebook group, so you can join the Facebook group also. Yeah, these crystal AB stones are just gorgeous. Anytime someone requests an order and they just say they just want crystal AB, I'm like, yeah. It's like, I mean, all of Axiland's hot fix rhinestones are really nice, but I just love crystal AB. Thank you, Precious. I appreciate you. Good. I took the afternoon off. What magnifying glass? The needle threading. Give me a fit. Yes. So Angela and I believe Karen both said that they use a magnifying glass, because normally I say, well, I put on my glasses because, you know, there's no automatic needle threader, because you actually have to, after you pull everything through, you still have to put it through the needle and then through the foot. And then, you know, you bring it up through the spring. But trying to look for that little hole on that needle. I said earlier, the way my eyes is set up, I be over there struggling trying to see where that little hole on that needle is. But Angela and Karen said they use a magnifying glass, and I was like, I did not think about that. And yeah, I actually did try to take off my glasses and holding them up, but I guess my prescription isn't that strong. So, but I'm gonna get the magnifying glass. Like, I'm gonna order one tonight, because that is a great tip. So that's just to help you when you're threading or having to put the thread through the needle after you know, pulled it through the thread path and all of that. But yeah, that's the tip of the day right there. Yes, me too, Kiki. I love me some crystal AB. I like AB colors in general, but crystal AB just takes the cake every time, especially like if you have a darker color shirt. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Magnifying glasses. For real. I tried it. I was over here trying some of everything. I had my little ring light all up on there. I had the flashlight on my phone. I was like, okay, we gonna get this. And then you finally get it through, and it's like, yes, finally. Because I had like a couple thread breaks, and I was like, oh man. But it's like it didn't break further up, it broke down towards the bottom. So I was just able to just put it back through and put it through the foot and everything. But yeah, that is the hard part. Other than that, everything else about the machine, you know, now I will say another thing that intimidated me was the toolbox. I was like, okay, they send in all kind of wrenches and screwdrivers and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna be up in here operating on a machine like to fix my main axis when it was off. Like I had to take a little panel off behind it, and they kind of had me loosen it with my Allen wrench. And then I had to kind of like move the head to adjust it to make sure it was even. Like it was a whole little process. It probably took like a good 30 minutes, but I was like, dang, I'm over here like really using these tools, working on this machine right now. I was like, shoot, in a minute, I'm gonna be out here doing maintenance with my husband, fixing on stuff. Oh, meaning to say I use magnifying glasses. Yes, we do our own maintenance. Yep. That maintenance, and then you have to oil it every day, and then after 4 to 6 hours of continuous use you want to oil it. But the machine, you could set up your alerts, so when you turn it on for the day, you'll get that alert to oil your machine. And it's really simple too. They're going to go over that with you in training as well. So, but you want to make sure that you're doing that so you're maintaining your machine too. And then they give you, I mean, well, you probably already know you'll have the oil in the bottle. So I just have like a little bottle. I just have it set right next to the machine right here. And I just go through and oil it, and I'm good to go. And I haven't been using, I wouldn't say I've used it so far for a continuous 4 to 6 hours yet, but I do make sure I oil it daily. So when I come in, I'll go ahead and oil it, and then get everything going from there. Good to go. But they're going to break it down. They're going to make sure you understand everything in training. Have a list of questions. I had some questions written down. If he had some of them, he answered as we were going through the training. The ones that he didn't, I did go back and ask him those questions as we were going, or at the end. So just like have you a list and of questions that you might think of, and just have it ready. And I took notes. I had my tablet, I had my little notepad open, and I was jotting down notes as he was explaining stuff to me, so I can go back to it. And he also had gave me his direct number if with any questions or anything like that. So that was really nice. So yeah, just ask all the questions, take it all in, take your notes, and you should be good. Good night. Oh, you live on the East Coast, and I'm back at work tomorrow after being off for spring break. Nice. Well, thank you for joining, and good luck with your training this week and your new machine. And I will see you next Sunday or Wednesday. I'll be live Wednesday as well. Have a good night, Adrian. Linda. need another week, right? I know what you mean. I be thinking that sometimes. And with my job, it's like we have an app, so we could just, put in our time off and it gets approved immediately. So yeah, I have them days where I be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this app and hit it with that PTO. And I was not looking and I messed up some of my sounds. Dang it. So I'm gonna have to do this one over. Shoot. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift these. I could probably fix it, but I don't want to go through that process. So I'm gonna redo this one. Shoot. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are on the East Coast. I actually was going to go live at 4, but we were still running around running errands. Oh, I'm tripping. So I will try to do it a little bit earlier next week, so it's not so late. Okay, I'm still set this one over here, but I'm going to redo this one. And this time I will make sure I'm watching when I lay down my hot fix tape. I always lay mine from the side over. I know some people like kind of fold it and put it in the middle. Every time I tried to do that, I've jacked up my design. I couldn't get that one down. So I always have to do mine from the side. And I'm only on Capricorn. What am I, like 3 in, 4 in, I think. But this is actually very relaxing for me. Doing these and making the Tumblr templates in Procreate. It's like relaxing for me. Ooh, and I just made my first purchase with Ninja Transfers. So I can't wait to get my order from them to see how everything looks. Has anybody ever ordered from Ninja Transfers before for their DTF? It was like, you know how your phone is always listening to you? I was talking to my husband about needing some neck labels for my shirts, and I wanted to do DTF. Next thing you know, all these DTF and label companies start popping up on my Facebook timeline. I was like, yeah, these phones definitely is spying on us, because not even 10 minutes after we were having that conversation, here come all these ads. But once I get them, I will definitely show you guys. I'll do a video, show you guys how they look and all that good stuff. That's one thing I've never gotten into DTF. For one, I don't have room. I have no more room for any more equipment, especially not a DTF printer. And I know some people are converting like some of their Epson printers or something like that. And I'm just like, nah, nope. Even for my sublimation, I use sawgrass. And yes, the inks are high for sawgrass. So if you can get an Epson and just put your sublimation ink in there, I would say that. But the DTF, the whole process with printing it, or the powder and all that, I was like, yeah, that's not for me. I'll just purchase from somebody. I probably should have asked in the Facebook group if anybody does DTF in there, and I could have purchased from you guys. I can't do the fold either. Yeah, Kim. Like I've tried it, and each time I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my time, and I still mess it up. It's like I'm sitting here trying to put it down, and it never works. But I've seen people do it. I just can't do it. And I also need an acrylic sign as well, with my QR code, my business name, because I'm gonna get back to doing some craft fairs as well, which is also another way to market yourself and your business at craft fairs. I've gotten a lot of business from craft fairs, especially with the rhinestone tumblers, the key embroidery keychains, the key fobs, stuff like that are really good sellers. And you can make, a lot, especially with the keychains in a short amount of time. And normally I'll just make a bunch of them and I'll take my brother machine with me. If they want it customized, I'll customize it and make it right there on the spot and just have them tell them they need to come back in like 30 minutes. And a lot of people, that brings a lot of foot traffic to like my booth, my tent, or wherever I'm at, because they see the embroidery machine and it's like they're intrigued. So they want to, people are walking by, they want to see what you're doing. So then they start asking questions and then they end up buying something. What do you think about what's been going on with the DTF powder causing illnesses? I did see that. Yeah, it's definitely danger. Oh, Kim just said what I was about to say. With most crafts, there is danger. Yeah, the problem is people are not taking safety precautions. Right. A lot of times people are not taking safety precautions. They're just, they should be wearing a mask. You should be masked up, or especially if you're doing stuff like that, or you're working with what is it, epoxy, certain glues. You should even be masked up and have those safety precautions. But yeah, Angela, I saw that happening too. And I was like, oh, wow. And I do see some people online, like they have the whole setup. They'll have like the printer, and then they'll have something else where it does the powder, and then they'll have an oven. Like they have a whole setup. And I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, the not taking the precautions and making sure you're doing it safe is huge. Oh, a respirator. There you go. Yeah, when I was doing epoxy tumblers, or even when I used a two-part epoxy, if I'm using that for a tumbler, I'm wearing a mask and I have my fan on and I'll have the window crack, like just to make sure. Because when I first started, at our last house before we moved here, I had a small craft room and I was in there doing epoxy tumblers, no mask, no nothing. One day I got lightheaded and I was like, okay, okay, Sha, you need to get it together, because you're going to pass out in here trying to make a tumbler with no mask on. And so, yeah, from that point on, when I did them, I would actually have the door closed, close it off to the rest of the house. I would crack my window, turn on my fan, have my mask on, just because of, I was not practicing safety precautions when I was doing those tumblers. But I quickly learned and I switched it up real quick. But yeah, there's going to be, some danger in some of these crafts, especially like if you're not a factory, or, if you're just a solo small business owner or solo business owner, you definitely want to be careful. I was going to show you almost been assigned tomorrow. Let me take that off. You almost been assigned tomorrow. Oh wait, let me reread that. I was going to show you. You almost been assigned tomorrow. Thank you, Copper Hue. Yeah, a lot of crafters, they just jump right into it kind of head first without really fully doing the research. If I'm starting a new craft, I'm doing research on it, or I'm reaching out to someone that's been doing it and, asking questions, seeing if they would answer my questions, things like that. Because I get it, a lot of times it takes a lot of work, research, time, money, things like that. And I understand when sometimes people don't want to just give that information away for free, or whatever. But I'll reach out if they, don't answer my question. Okay, cool. I'll ask somebody else, or I'll just start researching on my own. But you want to make sure you're definitely researching any type of craft before you start it, because you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. People will show you a finished product, but what did it take to get to that? And do they have everything set up correctly? Y'all, I think I'm finally getting over the itis. I feel it going away now. Finally. That one's missing one. Did not lift up on that A. All right. This one is good to go. Oh, you were speaking your text. Okay. I'm like, Kim, I'm not sure what you're asking me here. Just gonna trim this down so it doesn't stick to the other ones, because I did not line that up good at all. Oh, okay. The acrylic sign. Yeah. Yeah, because it's that time of the year is the for the craft fairs. I mean, they have them year round, but it'd be too cold in our winter time. I mean, 40 degrees is cold to me now, even though I'm from the Midwest. And so, yeah, I don't do none during the winter time. And then I do them in the spring or fall. Summer, not happening. Unless it's an indoor. If it's an outdoor, I'm not going to be outside when it's 113 trying to sell some patches. It is not that deep. But yeah, you can text it to me once, or, email me or whatever, so I can check it out. Because I definitely need one. I probably need two, honestly. That is uneven too. Let's do this again. There we go. Oh, Gemini. That's all I'm going to say. almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 more. He said exactly. I forgot. I still have some left in here. Yeah, it be too hot, and it's one huge like craft. Well, I don't want to say it's craft fair. It's more like a swap meet, but you can set up and be a vendor there. And they're out there every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, year round. Couldn't be me. Like, y'all think I'm gonna be standing outside embroidering stuff and try to sell stuff? It is 100 some degrees. Shoot, people that come in town to visit that I know during the summertime, I'll be like, okay, I'll see you like around 9 o'clock at night when the sun is long gone. Like, I'm not coming down to no strip, Fremont Street, none of that. June, July, August during the day. It's not going to happen. Now, you can come visit me, but I'm not, I'm not doing it. Like, I've seen people pass out from the heat here in the summertime, but of course they were just walking around drinking liquor in the sun beaming on them. So yeah, it was bound to happen, but it's a whole different kind of heat here in the summer. And if you just joined, you guys, make sure you hit that like button for me. Greatly appreciate it. And Kim, I didn't know you did DTF. I know you did sublimation, but I didn't know you did DTF. Kim is like the jack of all trades. Okay, how much do we have? Not too much for the Gemini. I could have brushed it a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I'm looking for my tweezers. They're right here. So then I'm going to go ahead and fill these in. Wow, we've been on here for an hour and a half already. It does not seem like that long, but it is dark outside now. And I probably should close my blind. Man, I am going to sleep good tonight because I'm good and full. Sit back and relax. I'll probably do some designs from my bed tonight. And work on some more 3D puff designs as well. Digitizing for 3D puff it's not hard, but it is a little bit different. You want to make sure you're digitizing for puff. And you want to digitize, especially for hats, if you're doing a hat design. So you need to digitize for puff and digitize it for hat. So that is something new that I've been learning. and practicing and trying to master. And then I'll be able to show you guys how to do it. So once I get the hang of it, get comfortable with it, then I'll show you guys. I've done a couple shirts for a couple of crafting groups on Facebook. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Now, is the DTF ink, is it more expensive than the sublimation ink, or are they like about the same? Because there's one guy I follow on TikTok and he does DTF, and he shows people, you know, the process, the steps and all that. And he makes some nice designs as well. But he never really talks about the cost that's associated with it. Yes, Vanessa. If you are just doing letters on a hat, does it have to be digitized for a hat? Yes. So you want to make sure with hats that you're digitizing from the center out, bottom up. So you want your design to start at the center, work its way up, and then go out. So you when you're digitizing, you just want to select that option so it starts from the center. And then if you're digitizing your own, you want to start digitizing it from the bottom. That's really the only difference with doing the hats. And in hats, there's just a button that you can click so you can make sure that it's centered. It's like AB. At the bottom of the lettering tab on the right hand side, it has like a AB, and then it'll have two arrows going like this, letting you know that it's going to stitch from the center and then outward. But then digitizing for puff, you just want to change like your pull compensation, and then, you know, as far as hats, you don't, you know, want your letters too large. And I would say like 2 inches as far as height is normally the max. Usually 1.5 inches is pretty good, but you don't want to go any higher than 2 inches. That could potentially be too big if you go over that. Did you get Ricoma? No, I got the Inspire, not the Luxe. I'm curious. I might ask about the Luxe, but I'm gonna do the training first, and then so I can really learn the software and get more familiar with it. Now they do have some training videos as well on the software, so I did start watching those, but I want to have the one-on-one training so I'll really can get a feel for the software, and then I'll do a video on it once, you know, I get a little bit comfortable with it, to show you guys what I've learned and how the software looks and things like that. But I just have the Chroma Inspire with my machine. But I'm definitely going to test it out. The version that I have of it, you know, I could do like appliques, I believe, and lettering, resizing, things like that. So I don't have the full digitizing Chroma. But I'm definitely going to check it out, and I'll let you guys know for sure. I did the DTF hack. I used my inkjet printer with powder. I seen somebody else do that, Kim. That's interesting. So you just use your regular like inkjet or like your sublimation ink? That's nice. I didn't know. I seen somebody, I think on TikTok, that was doing that, but I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't really paying attention. But nice. I should have known. I should have called you whenever I had questions about DTF. Because I mean, Ninja transfers, I just did a gang sheet. So I just I did a smaller gang sheet just so I can see how they turn out, but it was only like $40. It was really cheap. And I was able to get a lot of my tags on there, which I really like. So I'm gonna see how they look, and then if everything looks good, it irons on good and everything, then I'll probably order some more. You know what, Karen? I didn't, but I'm thinking about it. I did look at it, and I do see where you have like the little plug. My trainer had showed me where you could plug it in. Do you have the laser? But I did think that would be a good feature to have. But I do kind of want it. But it doesn't work on hats. It only works on flats. So I was like, oh, okay, that's still cool to have the laser there to make sure you're centered. Does DTF feel like vinyl? Kim, you're going to have to answer that one because I have not used DTF before. So I'm not sure. Like, do they kind of have that vinyl feel? I thought they have more of like a smooth feel, don't they? Oh, you're just like me. You're debating it too. Because I'm like, do I really need it? Because I'm using the Mighty Hoops and the hooping station, and everything should be centered, right? But I guess to kind of have that extra, that extra follow up or that plan B just in case would be good. But yeah, I was looking at it because it's like 100 and something, I think, when I looked, which isn't bad. But I was just like, do I really need the laser? Or do I just want to just buy some? like, do I actually need this? Or do I just want it? Oh, Brownsmore said, no, it doesn't. I have a laser on my milk coin. You never even used it. Oh, well, I guess, Karen, there's our answer. Because I'm like, yeah, for using Mighty Hoops, if everything is centered, then we should be good. And then we're doing the trace, to make sure everything looks good. So, yeah, that's why I was kind of like, I don't really know if I need it. It was just like a want. But hey, Angela, like, hey, I already got it. I don't even use it. So that's all I needed to know. Like, I can see, yeah, if it's something that you would use often. And then for me, because I'm really going to get into hats more, you can't use the laser on hats. So I don't think it'll be a huge benefit for me per se, but it potentially could be. Especially if you don't have Mighty Hoops. I would say that if you don't have Mighty Hoops or the hooping station, then yeah, it would probably be beneficial. Oh, my regular Eco Tank inkjet printer. Oh, dang. Okay. Right, me too. Exactly. Oh, DTF feels better than vinyl. It blends into the fabric. Okay, but sublimation DTF is better. So how do you do sublimation? See, I'm learning all kind of new stuff today. See, y'all, I stick to what I know. And I just ask questions if it's something I don't know about. But I did not know you could do sublimation DTF. So is it like using the sublimation ink for the design instead of using the DTF ink? Tell me more. I'm curious. Oh, if you have a DTF printer, that's the best. Okay. And DTF is smooth. That's what I've seen them use the laser for with hats. And see, that's why I was like, if the laser is there, why would it not work on hats? But when I was reading the description on Ricoma's website, it said that it doesn't work. Wait, did it say the EM1010? No, I think that was something else. It doesn't work on hats, but it does work with flats, because that's what I was thinking. Okay, if I get it, it would be more so for the hats to make sure my design is centered, because it's like when you're hooping your hat and when you take that little rod across to clamp it, sometimes if you're not holding your hat, and it don't have it tight enough, it could shift a little bit like to the right. So that was my thing. Like I wanted it for hats, but in the description it said it doesn't work on hats. But I'm like, okay, if it's on there and the laser is pointing, like why wouldn't it work? Maybe once you select the hat hoop, it might not operate. I guess I don't know. I might have to ask them. But now, yeah, if I could find one that works on hats, I definitely would. Just I want to make sure, my hat designs are centered and they look good. When I was at Impressions, I did stop by Melco, and those machines are fast. They're super fast. Like, but you can't run a hat that fast. So, I mean, with a hat, you're looking at like 800, 750 stitches per minute, honestly. And then if you're doing puff, you want to go more so on the lower end, maybe even lower than that. But Melcos are really nice. Do you were you able to get used to not having the panel? Like, do you like just having the controller, because you like have the software, right? And then you control it that way. That was the one thing I was confused about with Melco. I was like, well, where's the screen? But I saw somebody kind of showing on YouTube how they set up their design and then send it to their machine or whatever, and then kind of just use their controller to do everything from there, which is pretty cool. You're just using the sublimation ink for the sublimate. Oh, for the sublimation DTF. Okay, got you, Kim. The laser shows exactly where the outline stitch will go when you are doing a trace out. Oh, okay. Thank you for breaking that down. Because, yeah, I was like, is it going to be beneficial? Is it not going to be beneficial? But at the same time, it's only like $100 some. So I don't think it would be a waste of money, but it's like, okay, am I actually going to use it? Heard the maintenance is crazy. Have to do it daily. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard about the maintenance on those too, Angie. And like you have to be on it. Okay, I don't run mine any faster than 850 for any design. Yes, it's using my laptop. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was so many different companies when I was at Impressions that I didn't even, research. I didn't even know about as far. And so that kind of started my search all over again. Because when I tell y'all, I mean, well, y'all know I was researching, especially, if you're getting a machine that's costing that amount, you definitely want to do your research before you just jump in head first and make that purchase. But I was doing some super research after I came from Impressions. And then I had some companies reach out to follow up, but I just hadn't made a decision yet. But yeah, the Melco machines, they're really nice. and Tajima are really nice machines. But so far, I'm loving my Marquee 2001. Especially after training. Once I got out of training and was able to kind of figure out stuff on my own, and I was like, okay, I got this. So yeah, this week though, he's gonna be running. He's gonna be running because I got some designs I need to work on. I gotta add some new designs to my website. And stuff like that. Get that updated with some more t-shirts now that it's, you know, about to be springtime and then summertime. But the weird thing is people wear sweatshirts and hoodies year round. Even here in Vegas, I see my daughter wears hoodies in the summer. And I'm like, how are you not hot? And she's just like, I'm like, okay. Like, how can you wear a hoodie and it's 112? What equipment are you using to record right now? I see you have some type of setup over there. So this is my iPhone 11 that I have attached to my overhead tripod. And then my camera that I'm using is my Sony. It's the ZV-1F that I use to record my videos, or I use when I go live. Sometimes I use my iPhone. This is the iPhone 14. I'll use that sometimes to record video. It just depends. But I always go live. I use my Sony camera just because of the wide angle lens that I have on it. So you can kind of see everything fits into the frame. Whereas with my iPhone, it's a little bit more difficult when I'm going live. But when I'm recording videos, it kind of just depends. So my iPhone 11 overhead tripod, I have a ring light kind of off to the side here. And then my camera is like a little far a ways back. For the most part, yes, but you're able to go on a week's vacation and come back and it won't clog. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would be nervous about a DTF printer because my Epson sublimation printer clogged. Probably because I wasn't using it that often. I was using my Sawgrass more. But yeah. I called the representatives today and spoke to them about this last year. Won't clog the machine. Oh, okay. The best sign is next. I honestly think the basics are the same with all embroidery machines. Yep. Just a few differences: speed, auto tension, exactly. Attached screens versus laptops, things like that. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, even if you have a single needle machine and you're going to a multi-needle, it's really just learning the new machine, the multi-needle machine, but everything else is still pretty much the same. You're still gonna use the same type of stabilizers depending on the fabric. You might have to swap out a needle based on what you might be embroidering. If you're embroidering a hat, you want a sharper needle. Your thread, everything is, all that stuff is pretty much standard. It's really just learning the machine. And like you say, the tension and things like that. Exactly. The speed. I agree. 100%. Now, if you're new to embroidery, there's still going to be a learning curve either way once you go from single needle to multi-needle, or if you're just starting to embroider. But it's not difficult either, especially starting with a single needle machine so you can get comfortable and then kind of take it from there. So I started with multiple single needle machines, and I'm glad I did because I learned a lot. I learned about the thread. I learned about tension. I learned, the bobbin tension, the right type of thread that works for the machine. Certain thread that I use on my brother's machine, it may or may not, work good on this machine. So things like that you'll have to look at. But overall, yeah, the process is still going to be the same process. There's just going to be a little bit of a learning curve because you want to get comfortable with your machine. And my big reason for wanting a multi-needle was, of course, faster production, but hats. That's what I was lacking. That's one thing I haven't wanted to do. One thing I had to pass up on orders because I'm not finna do 20 hats on a single needle machine. It's just not happening. But I agree with you. Everything is pretty much the same, or pretty much standard, I guess, industry standard. Do you recommend starting with a single needle machine, then getting a multi-needle, or just dive into a multi-needle as far as the learning curve? It depends. How much time do you have to spend learning that machine? I think with the multi-needle machine, since I got the machine, since I've had my training, I've been on this machine every day. I'm practicing, I'm learning every day. As far as the learning curve, because I feel like I was doing embroidery after the training, I feel like I'm comfortable. Do I know everything about the machine? No, but I feel comfortable where I could stitch out a hat. I stitched out some flat designs. I'm comfortable with changing out the bracket arms and putting on my cap driver, things like that. The standard things that you need to do, oiling the machine, doing the maintenance. So I feel like if you have the time to learn, to dedicate to practicing every day, if you're saying, okay, I don't even want a single needle, I just want to go right to a multi-needle, it can be done. You just got to dedicate the time to learning that machine. And that's all. So it could go either way. But if you're, want to get a multi-needle and think it's going to be plug and play like a single needle machine, it's not. It's not. Now, it's not going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. It's something you can learn, but you can get a single needle machine and you can be embroidering patches, or towels or something within like 1 or 2 weeks. Sooner than that, within days, honestly. So it just depends on how much time you have to dedicate to learning the machine, but it can be done. Goes this way. I need to learn how to make patches. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do a tutorial on patches, on digitizing patches as well as stitching them out. Now, I haven't done any patches on the marquee yet. So I have a ton of designs that I have saved in PES or VP3 for my brother and my Viking. So yesterday I started going through and saving them as DTS because this has a different file format. So then I can start, stitching out some patches on there, things like that I haven't done yet. So that's something I want to do this week too. But yeah, I'll definitely have to do some tutorials on patches, patch making, and the types of materials that I use, things like that. So I definitely got you with that one because I love patches. I love patches. That's one thing I love about the winter time, to wear my jackets and I can patch it up. I love patches. Yeah, I got you. No problem at all. What are your measurements for your templates? Because I see your hot fix tape is pre-cut. So I pre-cut the hot fix tape. I get a big roll of it. I want to say like 50 yards from Axiland for like $25. And then when I'm doing multiple, I'll just go ahead and pre-cut my sheets so I don't have to keep cutting it off the roll. I want to say the majority of the templates are about 10 inches or so. I don't have them exactly, but I can do like a little measuring and see. Oh, so this one is about 11 by 10. So yeah, they're around the 11 to 10 inch range for these. And this way, normally I just use that kind of as a standard size because this can fit a small shirt or it can fit a 2XL shirt. So I kind of make them a standard size so I don't have to resize them as I get orders for them. Like if someone wants a medium and someone wants a 3X, I can use the same template. And I do that with a lot of my patches. I would say the minimum size my not patches but templates would be a minimum of 9.5 inches, unless it's just something I'm making custom for myself. Yeah, and that way it saves you time too. I'm gonna use this bigger brush. But the majority, unless it's, and then too, if someone is requesting something custom, then I'll just normally ask them what shirt size, of course, and that they need the template for, and I'll make it based on that particular order if it's a custom design that I'm doing. It didn't seem like Axiland had a lot of different color rhinestones online, but I bought from them before, and the pre-cut and the price is decent. Yeah, they have. I actually have their color chart, and actually it might be outdated. Let me grab it. I grabbed that and I knocked all kind of stuff down. So yeah, this is, yeah, I probably need the updated color chart, but these are all the colors that they have on their website, and they actually have like neon colors now. So yeah, this is outdated. I do need to get an updated color chart from them. So yeah, they have quite a few colors. You kind of have to click through it. I know for like their or their hot fix stones, it's probably like 2 or 3 pages on there, and you'll just have to click through it. Normally I get the pro bags, so those are the little bit larger bags. But yeah, they have a lot of different colors on there. They have both solid colors as well as their AB colors. Okay. Yeah, check them out. I had someone else reach out to me. They were like, I can't find the color I'm looking for. And I walked them through it and they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, they have a lot on their website. They have a lot of different stones. They have their Cristax, their in-house brand. That's what I'm using now. And then they have their LA Wings. I use the LA Wings stones, which are hot fix, but I use those for my tumblers. When I'm blinging tumblers, I use their Cristax for my templates. Do you know the difference between the Crystal Hot Fix and Crystal AB? I can show you because I got both. Hold on, let me grab them really quick. I think I have. Okay, yeah. So these are the regular crystal. So they're just more like clear. And then these are the Crystal EB. So these are the crystal in the smaller cap here. Let me get to the camera. Okay, there we go. So that's the crystal. And then this one in my right hand, the bigger one, is the Crystal AB. So the Crystal AB just has a little bit more shine to it than the crystal. Or it might be considered like a clear. But these are really pretty too. You still get a really nice shine off of the crystal ones as well. So that's the difference between the crystal and the Crystal AB. That Crystal AB is going to give you a little bit more shine because it has that AB coating on there. But I've used those on some designs. I use them. I like to use them on darker color shirts. The crystal, just the plain crystal ones. Oh, you're welcome. You are very much welcome. Ooh, my favorite colors. Well, for starters, Crystal AB, that's like numero uno. That's my number one favorite color out of all the rhinestones. And then it's hard. You're gonna make me start pulling out stones. Now, let's see which. Oh, the black diamond and the opal. I would say black diamond and opal are probably two of my other favorite ones. So this is the black diamond. That's how that one looks. It has a really nice shine to it. It's like black, but it's almost more like a grayish, a dark grayish color, blackish. But that's one of my favorites. And then this opal is another one that I really like. This one is really, really pretty. And the camera probably is not doing it any justice, but that opal is really nice. So I would say Crystal AB, Black Diamond, and Opal are probably like my top 3 favorite colors from them. And I also like, let's see, they're violet and they're fuchsia as well. Yeah, I keep running into this chair. I need to move that out the way. I need a list. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a list in the group, in the Facebook group, about like my favorite Axiland colors, so you guys can check them out. But yeah, I have so many different colors. I have 2 drawers full of 8-ounce jars. So I want to say probably 40 colors. Well, no, I probably have like 30 colors. Yes, I'm addicted to rhinestones. Yeah, that opal is beautiful. It is beautiful. Especially if you do it like a design on a hat, is really cute. But a shirt too, any type of apparel, and that black diamond, that stands out too. Especially, you could do that on any color shirt, but if you do it like on a black on black with that shine, it really, really stands out. Yes, Evie, the black diamond, that is one of my favorites. That is really nice. Yeah, that and like Crystal AB, I cannot live without. Like both of those are definitely my faves. And the opal. So I'm going to drop a list in the group, Angie. I'm going to make sure I tag you. Oh, you're welcome anytime. Australian Shepherd. Oh, wow. Nice. Yes, check that out. The black diamond on a black shirt. Chef's kiss. Like, yes. I made a shirt with that with those stones, and it looks so good. Like, it stood out perfectly. Okay, I got you. Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. I didn't even realize how late it was. Probably because, again, we got a late start today. So we didn't leave the house till like 1 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock here. I know for some of y'all, it's like, what, 11 o'clock on the East Coast? But I know Kim is a night owl like I am. So I already knew she would be up. You sound like me. Add to cart. Like, yeah. I swear, I think I have something to do with making Jeff Bezos, or Bezos, however you say his name, a billionaire, because Amazon is here at least 3 days out of the week. And then Axiland, yeah, and Econo, like all these places I be getting stuff from, it's like, yeah. And actually there's like this bluish color glitter HTV that I want to get from Econo. Actually, I'm gonna probably order that tonight. But it's like almost like an ice blue type of color. It is beautiful. Yeah, Kiki, iridescent. Exactly. Yep. Kiki said 10. Brownsmore said 11. Okay, Kim, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Wait, you talking about my little Bella? Yes, Amazon is. Amazon is. Ooh, when I dropped my thing, some of my stones turned over. Shoot. I know. It's like I stay on Amazon even when I don't need to be. It's just like, oh, let me just look and see if I can find something that I might need. Knowing I don't need anything. But and then you get that next day or that 2-day shipping. So it's just like you can't resist. I need to, but it don't always go like that, especially when I'm up late at night just randomly shopping for stuff I don't even need. Kiki is 10, Browns is 11. Oh yeah, Kiki, you're Midwest. That's right. Prime time for crafting. I know that's right. I know that is right. It's always time for crafting, And I'm just a night owl. I've always been a night owl. I'll probably be up to like 1 or 2 o'clock tonight working on stuff. But that's just how I roll, y'all. I'm always up late. I'm not a morning person at all. Never have been, never will be, unless I'm on vacation. If I'm on vacation and out of town, oh, I'm up and at 'em at like 7 o'clock in the morning. But being here at home in the city, yeah. Mm-mm. Like when I tell y'all, my husband and my daughter, they will not wake me up. They let me wake up. They are afraid to wake me up in the morning. Like my daughter used to be that kid that'll miss the school bus and be afraid to come ask me to take her to school because she knew I was not a morning person. So she would go to the hubby and ask him instead, so she didn't have to wake me up. Gotta look them up. I'm still working. As long as you're alive, then I'm going to bed. Yeah, right. You know you gonna be up. One day I got same day shipping. Yes, that same day shipping, Angie. Oh my God. That's what be getting me every time. It's like I could get it today. Like, okay, let me go ahead and just check out because I could get it today. Like if I had to wait a day, I ain't want it. But since I could get it today, now I want it. When I tell you, oh my gosh, I know exactly what you mean. And then they give you the option. Do you want it from between 7 and 11, or do you want it between 3 and 6? Or I'm like, and y'all let me pick what time y'all come? Even better. I'm usually up to 4. Woo, really? Oh, you definitely got me beat. Now, you know what? Sometimes Saturday nights going into Sunday, because usually Saturday nights, me and the hubby are watching movies, but then he ends up falling asleep and I'm still up. And so I'll pull out my tablet while I'm sitting on the couch and start working on stuff. And then next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning while he's asleep. But ooh, 4 or 5. Yeah, you definitely got me beat with that one. Oh, yes. I've been hearing about that. I hope that you're safe and your family, is safe when that happened. But yeah, I was like, that was crazy for New York to get an earthquake. Like, that has never happened before in New York, right? I know y'all normally, don't get earthquakes, but I just didn't know if that has happened before in the past. But yeah, I was like, what? Because in my opinion, the ground is not supposed to move. It should not be moving. And that is my biggest fear. As much as we go to California, knock on wood, I have not experienced an earthquake, nor do I want to. And you know what? Now I think about it, as we're going, like when we're driving, I honestly don't think about it. When we're there, I don't think about it. It's like, sometimes before we go, or maybe once we get back home. But yeah, I would probably lose it. Like, was y'all earthquake bad? Did you feel it, or were you in an area where you really didn't feel it? Oh, your sleep is off. Katone is pronounced, Katao. Katao. It's the quiet time for me. I'm not a morning person either. You would definitely get cursed out if it's not an emergency. For real. My phone is on do not disturb. I have my emergency contacts so they know if you hang up and call right back the second time, it'll ring through. But yeah, my phone stays on silent. I have my do not disturb on when I'm asleep. If it's not an emergency, do not wake me up. Do not. Because I'm having attitude like, what did you wake me up for? Like I was in the middle of a really good dream and you just woke me up for no reason. So yeah, never been a morning person. I've tried and I just can't. Like I'm that person that has like 3 alarms. So I have my early alarm and then the next alarm and then okay, you need to get up now alarm. Like I'm that person. Like one will go off and then 30 minutes later the next one will go off. It's like I gradually got to wake myself up. I think that's what it is. That first alarm is like, okay, wake up. That second one is like, okay, get it together. And that third one is like, you need to get up right now. Oh, 5 a.m. Wow. Yeah, I was up, I want to say 2, maybe like closer to 3, between 2:30 and 3 is when I finally was like, okay, let me go ahead and go to sleep because I knew I had to get up today. I knew I had stuff to do. And that's why I got such a late start today, too. But it's like that's normally my weekends. I always tend to sleep in on the weekends too, unless I just have something to do that I have to get up for. But it's not going to be early. It'll probably be maybe like around 10. It won't be a 7 or 8 type of appointment or meeting or anything like that. But I feel you on that. Ooh, I can imagine my sleep would be knocked off too if I was in an earthquake. Marina, hey. You are never late, my friend. You are always on time. Loving it, Marina. Learning a lot. I had some thread breaks, figured that out, got through it like a champ. No issues, but I'm loving it. And I'm going to really put it to the test this week. Now that I got the training out the way, I got my nerves out the way and all that good stuff. It's like, now is go time. Now it's time to grind it out. And really focusing on getting the hats down too. So I have some structured and some unstructured hats that I purchased. So, and I have some cheaper hats that I purchased just to practice on. So I'm going to practice on my cheaper hats, get more comfortable before I do the structure hats. Because my husband has a couple. Actually, he has about 3. He started with 1 last week and now he added 2 more. And as well as Kim's hat, and my daughter wants a hat. So I just want to get a little bit more comfortable and then I'll be good to go. But overall, I'm enjoying it. It's not that huge of a learning curve. It's just all the tools. I'm using like my Allen wrench for everything to switch out the arm or the brackets and the cap driver and all that stuff. But other than that, it's been really good. My trainer was really good. This is my 3rd time, but never that strong. Or, oh, that's long. 35 seconds? Seriously? Oh, I would have lost it. Nope. You sound like me, Angie. I could not fall asleep. I went to bed at like 9 a.m. this morning and got up at noon. Dang. Woo. I probably, if went to bed at 9 a.m., I would have been up to like probably about 4. You live in SoCal, and I don't think about them either. And see, I think in California, it's just kind of like, okay. Like, you kind of used to it almost, like you're almost numb to it. I guess maybe if it's strong enough. But I know, like, especially in Northern California, like they get tremors a lot, and it's just kind of like, regular day. And I'm like, no, that's not regular. Hey, Anita. Happy Sunday. 3 is the latest for you. I know what you mean. Yeah, usually that's kind of when I start to tap out. It depends too. Like tonight, I'll probably be up for a while. But once I get off the live, I'm going to go put on my pajamas and then come back in here and work on some stuff. But yeah, 3 a.m. I'll definitely been done tapped out by then. And it's over at that point. All right, let's make sure we don't lift any more stones. Don't want that to happen again. And I always just press it down to the table really good so it holds, and then just lay it down. It shook pretty bad. Oh, wow. I thought it was a plane was going to crash or the house was about to fall at first, but then the whole building. Oh, heck nah. Nope. Yeah, I would. No, I don't even know what I would have did. I probably would have panicked. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, yeah, I would have been scared for sure. This will be the 4th. Oh, wow. In Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey area since I was a child. Wow. That's surprising. Because, I missed one stone. So I thought that was like a West Coast thing, honestly. And being from the Midwest, once I moved out here, I didn't even realize they had dust storms. Like, it's a whole monsoon season. Because I did live in Phoenix before I moved to Vegas. And when I tell y'all the dust storms in Phoenix, man, they will have your whole car looking like, you know how them cars be looking at the junkyard that's just been sitting there for the longest time and they dusty, like you can write your name in the dust. That's how bad the dust storms used to be in Phoenix. Like, they would be no joke. There was one, I remember I was sitting on the porch and you could see it from far away. And that was the first time I experienced a dust storm. And I could see something and I thought it was a fire. I thought, like, in a distance, I was like, oh, something must be on fire. But it started getting closer. And I'm like, am I tripping? And, so I'm calling the kids like, y'all see this or is it me? And yeah, then it just got closer. I was like, yeah, I think we should go inside. And then we came out. Everything was just like dusty, dust everywhere. Here, occasionally they can get pretty bad in the summer, like July and August. But I think Phoenix, they're worse there than it is here. I'm definitely not a morning person. However, I absolutely love that. A good afternoon nap. I'm right there with you, Marina. I am right there with you. A good afternoon nap. Yeah, I'm at that big age where, yeah, I need to take me a good afternoon nap from time to time. So I feel you on that. Slowly getting there, y'all. How many more I have left? I might finish these offline. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 more. Oh, you used to work at night for many years. See, that's the schedule I have now. I do work at night, but it's slow. So I actually just use that time to work on designs because it's slow. And that's why I picked that shift too. Because one, I'm not a morning person, as y'all already know. And then two, this one had a stone missing right there. I need to put that in there. And then two, it's just like it's slow at night. So I can get work, my own work done. I can design, I can edit videos and all that. I set up a few different needle sizes on certain needles. So whenever I do hats and finer, smaller stitching, I thought about that. I was thinking about using maybe the first 4 or 5 and putting, or maybe like the first 3, maybe doing like a 90-14 and then doing a 2 80-12s, because I know like the more structured hats, you probably want to do like a 90-14, especially if it's like a Richardson. But an unstructured hat, I could use a 80-12. I could probably actually use the 75-11 on an unstructured hat. But yeah, I thought about that too, switching out the first 5 needles and just putting those cones of thread as like the basic colors, the black, the white, probably red, blue, and then maybe another color, and just have those specifically for hats and just switched out the threads as I need them. So I was thinking about that. And then that still leaves 15 more needles, which is more than enough for everything else, my flats that I do. But yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking about that too. I saw a video, I think it was a Ricoma video that I seen on YouTube, and they were talking about the 20 needle machine when it originally launched, and and that was something that they had covered. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. That way I don't have to worry about always switching 1 or 2 needles. I'll just have those needles already set. And not gonna lie, I still trace, and then trace some more and still get nervous when I hit the start button. Oh my gosh, yes. Every time I press that start button, I'm just like, thread don't break, needle don't break, don't hit this, don't hit that. And I'm just like, and then everything stitches out fine. I was like, okay, I got this. But yeah, I'm the same way. Every time I hit that start button, I was like, okay, let's do this. Don't hit nothing. But yeah, I do both the area trace, the design trace, all of that. We don't get them that often, at least nothing that you can feel okay. Yeah, I think I know there was one, I want to say years ago, maybe like 2018, and we felt the aftershock here in Vegas, which was crazy. And it was like really light. Certain parts of the valley felt it more than others. The closer you are to the state line. So at that time, I was further away from the state line. So, I really didn't feel it that much, just a little bit, but it was enough for me to be like, like the ground is not supposed to move. And I'm standing on that, like, nope. But yeah, I've never, like I say, knock on wood, never experienced one while we were there. And especially in the summertime, once it's beach season, we're there, I would say every other weekend in the summer. We're there a lot because of the beach and then the garment district and all the good food. It depends, Kiki. It really depends. Some of them just kind of really roll through the city like a big old ball of dust. Some of them, it might be a certain area, like it might be in North Vegas. They might have a dust storm there where we might not get it on this side of town. So it really just depends. They could last, I would say if it's a smaller one, it could last an hour, sometimes a couple hours, depending on the weather. Sometimes they just kind of roll right through the city. So it really just depends. But yeah, the first time I seen one, I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like all the research I did before I moved out west, and I didn't think about the weather other than I knew it was hot out here, and that was my reason for moving to the desert. I wanted to be in the heat. I got tired of the snow. I got tired of the cold weather. So I was just like, I want to move to the desert. But I didn't think about the storms or the different types of weather that we have out here, which is really rain and dust storms. And rain is more so like snow out here. These people out here cannot drive a lick when it rains. When it rains, I don't even leave the house because you would think it's like 4 inches of snow outside the way these people drive. Like they're sliding and having all kind of accidents just off of it drizzling. It's crazy. It's going so, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I'm on live talking, chatting with you guys, kind of stopping in between. But I got halfway through. I got 6 of them done, so I got 6 more. I have my machine set up like that as well. The first few for hats. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, because I figured, I mean, I have more than enough needles. Just change those needles out and then just have those specific needles set for that. So that's what I plan on doing because I plan on doing more hats. Yes, I agree. I agree. I'm like, hey, look at all the money Liz is making, and they only have one embroidery machine, a 15 needle Tajima in their stores. But at the same time, most of their stuff are already stitched out. They just put your name or whatever. Actually, now they're starting to add designs. They give the option to add custom designs on there. So Liz is stepping their game up. But yes, hats definitely an understatement. According to USGS, they're saying there's a lot of ancient faults. Oh, in New Jersey and New York that can suddenly become active now over here, but they don't know much about them or what they're capable. Are you serious? That is crazy. They should definitely be doing some research on that. How they gonna know they there, but like I don't know what could happen. Like that's crazy. For your rhinestone templates, have you thought to put them on the $1.25 tree cutting mat? Oh, you talk about Delotra? Since they be an extra now, they're Delotra now. But I have not used their cutting mats. Somebody else was telling me about them. I'm gonna actually get some and try them. Because actually, when I go to the post office tomorrow, there's one right next door. So I'm gonna go in there and test it out, Evie. But I haven't used them. I normally just catch like when Michael's or Joann's is having a sale, and I just stock up on the Cricut mats, and or a Hobby Lobby. I'll stock up on their mats when they have a sale, and I just have a gang of them. Or I just go ahead and clean the ones that I have, but I haven't used those. Have you tried them? How do they work? That way you can just pull them out, as you need them, and not have to risk possibly stretching them when you pull from. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm gonna try that. Amazon has like a pack of 30 of those for cutting machines, cheaper and longer. See, Angie, you're going to have me on Amazon tonight, already for the magnifying glass. And now for these mats. Oh, you use them, Angie? They work good? Oh, for storing the templates. Oh, instead of putting them on the backing. I haven't thought about that. Thank you for that. Okay, Kim says she puts her flock on Dollar Tree mats. I never thought about that, y'all. Y'all gonna have me going to Dollar Tree buying up all their mats tomorrow. I mean, Dollar Tree to buy their mats tomorrow. Good night, Angela. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. See you on Wednesday. Angie, I've got some from Amazon, but I don't know. Oh, I didn't know they have a pack of 30. Oh, she said they were okay. I use Amazon's mats because of the size. Dang, y'all, and just put me up on something. I'm gonna be on Amazon today and Dalatra tomorrow. Good night, Kiki. Good. Kim, you out of here? Good night. Or were you saying good night to Kiki? Yeah, I'm going to be getting off in a minute too. We almost been on here for 3 hours. I didn't really realize it was that long. Amazon is a rabbit hole for sure. That I know. It's like I go in there and I'm like, okay, I need some more bobbin thread, which is only probably like $10 a box. Why end up spending like $200? I'm like, I just came on here for some bobbin thread. And now here come 4 other packages being delivered. Like, whoo, Amazon will do it to you every time. Every time. I already have stuff in my cart that I'm just like, do I need this? Don't I need this? Like, oh, okay, Kim. Oh, you were saying good night to Angie. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of these. I'm gonna go put on my pajamas and knock the rest of these out, get these wrapped up, and then jump into Hatch and work on some designs, and then do some test stitches as well, so I can see how these designs stitch out on my marquee. Let me make sure I ain't missed anybody's comment. But I will be live again on Wednesday, and I'll most likely do the giveaway. I'll either do it this Wednesday or next Sunday when I go live. One of the two for the 2 remaining sock insert hoops that I have. So I'll be doing the giveaway for that for my members. So if you are one of my channel members, you will be entered into that drawing. And then I'll be doing most likely a tutorial on Wednesday. I may be working in Hatch. I'm not sure yet, but I'll post it in the group, the Facebook group, and let you guys know ahead of time. So if you want to work along with me as I'm working on some designs, you'll be able to get yourself set up and ready. Oh, it's 30 pieces, 11 by 17 inches. Oh my gosh, seriously. So what do you end up cutting them down, or you just leave them at that length of the 17 inches? Because that's a good idea. I'm gonna check out the Dollar Tree, well, the $1.25 tree mats and see tomorrow. I know Angie just put us on, Evie, because yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, you do leave them long. Okay. And then you just store your templates on there like that. Okay. That makes sense. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Well, now the mats and the magnifying glass. So two things that I got to get from Amazon. I wonder, do they have magnifying glasses at the dollar store? They might. The $1.25 store. And I went in the 99-cent only. I think they're mainly West Coast because I know they're here, California, Phoenix, and I think there's somewhere else down south as well. But it's like a 99-cent only store, which is more similar to maybe a Family Dollar, but all of them are closing. And so I went in there and cleaned them out of their hats that they had left. But other than that, it really wasn't too much in there that I wanted. I got and some towels too to embroider on, but it wasn't really too much in there that I was like, everything else had been picked over. Oh, they do? Okay, so I'm going to check tomorrow when I go to the post office and then go to Dollar Tree to check them out as far as those mats that you guys are talking about. Yeah, I heard somebody else was telling me or asked me about them. And last time I was in there, I didn't even think to even go over there and look. I think I just went in their little craft section and got some clips. That was about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to be getting off of here because I need to change and put on my pajamas and finish these templates. I only got 6 more left for this order. And then work on some other stuff, work on some other projects, as well as some content ideas for you guys. Did you see the latest Ricoma YouTube video where they... Yes. And y'all know how I love to upcycle my jeans. So, yep, I was like, oh, I'm definitely doing that. Definitely doing that. That was nice. And they just did them at the bottom of the leg. I actually wanted to do like a full leg kind of, I don't know if I wanted to do butterflies or like some flowers or something, but that's something I wanted to do. And they did that video. I was like, oh yeah, it's going down. They have magnifying glasses that you can use with sewing machine. Depends on, okay, your Dollar Tree. Okay, I'll check them out. Good night, Kiki. Good night, Angie. Yes, you guys, good night. Thank you so much for joining the live and hanging there in there with me, chatting tonight. So I will see you guys on Wednesday as well as next Sunday. But then I'll be posting my list for you, Angie, in the group for the Axiland Rhinestones. Oh, I thought some more messages popped up. Hold on. Sometimes you can find caps in Dollar Tree also and polo shirts. Yeah, and see, that's what I haven't checked Dollar Tree. Oh yeah, I did order some caps because Kim told me to about you can order them wholesale. So I actually got, how many caps? Was it like 25 caps for $30 or something like that? So that's what I've been doing, getting as I catch stuff on sale, getting it so I can use it to practice on before I start stitching out on my actual garments. Okay, I got you. Yes, you guys, good night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. Happy Sunday. Have a great week, y'all. Bye, guys.